What's up, everybody? All right, so for my first video, we're gonna go in and talk about my rifle setup for the tactical games, my current rifle setup for the tactical games. It has evolved somewhat over time from regional event to regional event. But this is my current setup right here. So I want to run you through it, kind of give you an idea of what I am utilizing. And I'm not going to go so much into detail as to why I may use something or not. Like for optics and some other stuff, I'll try to create other videos specifically for those types of things. But yeah, so here we go. So the upper and lower receiver handguard, this is all JP Enterprises. It's the CTI 23 chassis system that you can buy from them. This is not a JP built rifle. I built this one myself. I had a bunch of components already from my previous rifle that I really liked, that worked well. Just wanted to upgrade the chassis from what I had been running. They're very well known for making incredible products in the world of, carbines, PCCs and other stuff. So yeah, I mean, this is, it's really well built. It's the fit and finish of it is fantastic. I mean, it's this system that they've created here, this semi-monolithic system that they've created, truly adds, it's impressive the rigidity that you get out of it. And when you're trying to squeeze out every single bit of accuracy out of an AR style platform, things like that can make a difference. So upper and lower receiver handguard, JP. Starting at the rear, I've got the Magpul PRS light stock. Great stock. This is the first time I've run this stock. I've had some exposure to it on a work gun that we use. I really love this stock for tactical games specifically because tactical games is somewhat, not completely, but a precision sport. And this gives you the options. It's adjustable, length of pull is adjustable. You can, you can move up and down the butt pad here, and the cheek height is adjustable. And I think that's something that's overlooked a lot in these setups. I think a good repeatable cheek weld is important when it comes to precision shooting. So I really like that aspect of it. Going inside the buffer tube, I run the JP silent capture spring system. Quiets things down a little bit. Helps with reducing that felt recoil. Moving forward, Radian Raptor charging handle. I pretty much run Radians on all my builds. It's just a good charging handle, well built. Optics, I got the Badger Ordnance Condition 1 mount. Great mount. I don't exclusively use this mount. I've used some other mounts as well. I just am currently using this one right now. I love the modularity of it, being able to add components to it that you may or may not need. So with this year, we can run that offset red dot. So I run a Trijicon SRO. And then on the other side, I have a bubble level anti-cant device, if you will. Glass, I'm running the Night Force ATACR 4x16. Great glass, love Night Force. They solid, it's durable. At tactical games, we're going to be beating on our stuff, so you got to have something that can take the beating and hold that zero, especially your turrets. I've seen some people, even a good friend of mine, if they have exposed turrets, those turrets getting turned around and you losing your zero in the middle of a competition, that's no fun. So this lockable turret is a big deal, or capped turrets. I shoot with the Trimmer 3 reticle in this scope. To a lot of people, that's probably going to be very busy. When I say busy, I mean there's just a lot going on in the reticle. I love this reticle because I'm very used to it. And when you understand what all is going on in that reticle and understand how to apply it to certain situations, it's impressive what that reticle can do to someone that knows how to utilize it properly. So I love it. That's why I went with that one. Going inside, so we've got a JP low mass bolt carrier group. Always trying to, reduce that felt recoil. So they make great bolts. I actually have a headspace bolt from my barrel manufacturer. The barrel is a Compass Lake Engineering 16-inch 1-in-7 twist barrel. Great barrel. I've been able to achieve sub MOA with this setup, solid 3/4 inch MOA out of a gas gun. I'll take that all day. Trigger Tech Diamond. The adjustability of it, it's a single stage. It's really clean, crisp trigger. It's breaking like a nice thin plane of glass. Highly recommend that trigger. Magpul K2 grip, nothing special there. I just like the angle of the grip. Nothing crazy there. I think this is a Geisley ambi safety selector. Gas system, so gas block, I have a Superlative Arms adjustable gas block. Love their gas blocks, their bleed off valve and all this kind of stuff. Really good, really well made. I haven't had any issues with it. I've run their gas blocks on a few other builds as well. I think it's important to have the adjustability up there, especially when it's not always necessary, but when you start running things like a low mass bolt carrier group, the silent capture spring, being able to tune this setup so that you're not getting too much or too little gas coming back into the system, so that it cycles reliably. And you're reducing that felt recoil once again as much as you can, to the point to where you're still getting a reliably functioning weapon system. And at the end here, I've got the Sharps Bros Badlands. It's a linear muzzle device. We can't run muzzle brakes, so at the tactical games, for good reason. I searched around for a few of these. I mean, there's a bunch of different ones on the market. Was having trouble trying to find any company that could give me any good data on this versus just a standard muzzle brake, because most of them, well, pretty much all of them, have some type of shroud that goes over, a flash hider or a muzzle brake, and it takes that gas and percussion and shoots it and directs it forward away from the shooter. And so, you would think that when you're now directing that directly forward, well, now you're going to be receiving that energy back into you. So no one could really tell me, or at least they haven't done any testing on it yet, to kind of tell me, is this actually increasing felt recoil versus reducing it, which is obviously what we're trying to do. That's why people run muzzle brakes, so that gun will shoot nice and flat. So I landed on this one. This one's it's a 3D printed device, so it's one piece. Most of the ones that you'll see are two pieces. Like, you'll have your traditional muzzle brake or flash hider that will have some type of exposed thread or locking device that you can then place a shroud of some sort over it. This is all one piece. It's been completely 3D printed. It's a little on the heavy side, but so far I really like it. I will be testing out some others as I go along, but right now it's done the job well. And then I've got the JP barricade stop up front there as well. Last, my sling. I run a Faro Concept sling. I've been running Faro's Slingster for quite some time now, even before the tactical games. Great sling, simple. I mean, there's nothing fancy about it. It's a good sling. Easy adjustability. It's got a nice big pull tab on it, so you can manipulate that sling as you're trying to move around. And I've found it very useful in the tactical games. So yeah, that's the rifle setup. So like I said, I'll create some more videos, going into like optics and some other things if you guys are interested in that, as to why I choose what I choose. Like why I choose single stage over double stage or two stage, whatever. So barrel length, all this stuff. We can go down all the rabbit holes. So if you guys, like what I got, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know what you want to hear, what you want to talk about, or if I sound like a moron, let me know. All the good stuff. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks.